heavy spin, things like that. Now, what do we see from Yureshi, though, to deal with Fried Chicken here? He is hovering over the Paquito. Maybe possibly a Uranus, you know, something of that nature. We did see Fried Chicken bring out the Paquito last time against Yureshi. Yureshi, though, there's blocking the Gauss. Hold on a second. Amon. What? Is this going to be a...
That's an Amon.
Jungle Amon and Tarzan, they're going to swap here? Jungle Amon and a Kai Roam?
And, you know, I did say that they needed to bring something out of the box, throw a sheet over their head, but this is quite wild. I think this is the first time I've ever seen Amon in tournament play.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting if he's not going to be an XP laner. This is going to be interesting. My only the reason, first of all, that we don't see too many assassins in the meta right now is because of how fast these tanks can clear their jungle. Not only clear their own jungle, but then start to invade you. Gals Cutie has Amon right now, and I'm very confused.
They're swapping.
So
they're
that was
swapping.
gonna be on Tarzan. So it's definitely going to be a jungle Amon. However, like I said, they are very susceptible. So there's going to need to be some support from the rest of the team. They're going to need to keep a watch out for, make sure that mobazane does not just crash the party in there, because there's not much that Amon can do in that early game to kind of offset that with those shards.
Yeah. And you know, I actually am a huge fan of Amon, so I want to see this work. I want to see what possibly Ackerman is pulling out and seeing if they can teach me and show me something that is crazy. We're in the finals right now, T-Rex.
Yeah, this is definitely spicy as we jump into game 2 of Ackerman against the Valley. The Valley is up 1 game in a best of 7. Can Ackerman turn this around, or will the Valley continue to roll forward?
Yeah, and right now we do see. Oh, yeah, look at that party at blue. So they definitely are going to give him some support in that early game to make sure that he can kind of keep up with the rotations here early.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be... Now, Stark is going to continue to hassle, right? And the only problem with picking up this Amon, what I'm scared about for the side of Ackerman here, is going to be like the possible invades, the possible pressure that the Valley is going to bring in this early game, maybe mid game. They do have the Akai with the heavy spin, but until level 4, he is kind of useless. So if the Valley, and as we're seeing right now, can just consistently harass, it's not going to be easy for Ackerman to withstand that.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what they did perfectly last time. They excelled, and all you can see is Shark is being Tarzan's buddy, even though he's on the opposite team, you know, like they're just absolutely giving vision, control over the map, and, you know, Ackerman's trying to respond to that, but can they? That is the biggest question that I have to say, because look, bam.
Yeah, mobazane coming in here with a heavy spin. I'm not sure who got that minion, but still already showing this early in the game, that pressure that he's going to start mounting for their jungle.
Yeah, and it's going to be a lot of pressure, and none of that. Like Shark is, this is what we're going to do. We're going to see him on this side of the map the whole game. He knows he with the mobility that you get from that Matilda, he knows he's always going to dodge the arrow. He knows, I think the only way that they're going to catch him is if they can set a nice ambush for him, trap him. But even then, it is not going to be easy. He has the Purify on right now. He's pretty much going to give vision for Zane this whole game, G.
Yeah, and one of the other things that I'm just trying to see what this Amon can possibly do here, you know, like he's all about, of course that I know he's all about the burst, but we might see a fight here.
Yeah, heavy spin does come on, and I'm not sure that they're going to be able to contest this. There goes the ult from Zane to go ahead and secure that turtle, and I mean, no deaths on their sides, but I mean, that's mostly because the Valley just decided not to engage, got the turtle and got out and moved on with the rest of the game, because like I said, they like to play it slow. 5-6 minutes is when they like, that's their sweet spot for trying to make the charge.
Yeah, being the sweet spot, like you were saying, we're seeing from the side of the Valley, they're definitely a more of that mid to a little bit into the later side, because they're more betting on basic and hoon and their burst ability into that. See, look.
Oh, Yeah, Yin Yang Overturn is able to clean up Tarzan there, and Yato able to get out of dodge, but we have like 3 members in this on the side of Ackerman's jungle there. Bakerstick does go down there. Hoon in a little bit of trouble here as Yato is latching onto him. Are they going to be able to finish him off? Hoon with breaking some ankles over there is able to get back to the safety of his tower. As we do have a heavy spin, Gauss Cutie is going to be able to get out of this, but we do have minions pushing onto this tower.
Oh my God, Hoon, that's what I mean. He is slippery, man. He is slippery. He should have gone down there, but they weren't able to get it. Tarzan, though.
Yeah, he does get taken out with that endless shards there, but Tarzan gets taken down as well. mobazane still trying to clean the clocks here. Gauss Cutie trying to get to the safety of it, but that is a beautiful ult by Zane there to kind of try to be able to establish right now. We are at a 2-5 game right now.
Listen,
yeah, no, that was definitely speechless. Here comes Yato, maybe, though.
Yeah, nice spin onto Yato. He's not going to be able to get out of this, especially with Hoon coming in there with a Yin Yang Overturn.
There's no wave clearing the mid. Yato not able to keep up with Hoon right now, or Shark clearing the mid lane, and it just gives Hoon and Shark the advantage. Earlier when they were just camping in that orange buff jungle, we still see Yato just trying to like clear wave, you know what I'm saying? And they are just so ahead right now in the rotations and the invades, everything. Ackerman just really struggling to keep up.
Yeah, and
go ahead.
Yeah, and I mean, like you were saying, T-Rex, just the lane control is something we don't see from the Valley. Look at this. They don't even care about gold lane. They're taking the mid lane, and being able to control and rotate together is definitely their comp. Hoon's always with mobazane, if not with Shark, and they look like they might be setting up for a collapse on a Gauss Cutie and Zia here in the bottom. They do pull out of that area, though. So, I mean, Ackerman's trying to respond. That's the first arrow I've seen connect. I just don't know. They don't have very much lane control or contact here.
Yeah, we do have a little bit of engagement now. Yureshi trying to get some champ stamps on in there. Heavy spin is not really connecting on too many of the players. I think it was used more as a disengage to have an abyssal air that lands onto mobazane, but they are starting to push now. These minions are going to be taken care of by the side of Ackerman, but I mean, right now, basically cleaning out the jungle for Ackerman.
Oh, and Basic gets the kill onto Zia. This is definitely rough. Zane now picking up another kill. Ackerman falling behind majorly this game, almost worse than last game right now. We're sitting at a 6k gold deficit. Looking at the items right now, mobazane already has a cursed helmet in. I mean, look, very much so ahead of Tarzan right now, about 3,000 gold lead on him. And in the gold lanes as well, Zia with those 2 deaths falling behind on Basic for almost 1,000 gold. Basic already has the DHS in. Basic, though, is taking a bit of damage from Tarzan, but should be able to get away from this.
What? How did Tarzan not hit an ult on that?
I think he already did.
That was crazy. No, his ult it's available.
Oh.
That is crazy. No, his ult was available when chasing down Basic there at the bottom, and I just think Basic again was a little slippery and just dodged it. And then this is like, look, Tarzan's just now sitting here, not able to do much.
Oh, what a beautiful snipe into the endless shards there. Is able to take out Shark, and man, that was a thing of beauty there.
Yeah, but they are going to lose a tower for that. So even when the Valley loses something here, they're able to get something back. Now, with that, we do know, even with those 2 deaths on Zia, there is still a little bit of damage with that sniper. Still some possibilities. They do have the CC. I think the major thing is, what are we going to do with Tarzan and all this? At least normally when you pick up a Ling or something, or some of those other assassins, you have the ability to split push if his damage falls off. But with this Amon falling off like this early in the game, it is not going to be easy for him to be valuable anywhere on this map in my eyes.
No, exactly.
Yeah. And there's a lot of conditions for you to be able to do the damage that you need for those endless shards to actually be productive. And you have to already have a decent amount of shards on the ground. We do have a heavy spin onto Basic here, and they are going to shotgun him down along with this tower. But we do see an invade by the side of the Valley here. Spinning away is mobazane here. They're going to go ahead and pick up that blue buff there. Yureshi in a little bit of trouble is going to go ahead and use those dashes to get out of the way. Hoon connecting with Shark, and they are at the top top lane, looking to take that tower while at the bottom. Big spin on the Tarzan. The shards come down, but it doesn't do enough damage here. Zane is trying to get out of the way, using that dash. Another spin there, and he is going to safety.
And again, I gotta state the level difference. We're looking at level 12 versus all of them in single digits right now, and 7k gold on the mobazane. He is just absolutely becoming a Farmville monster.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. Ackerman, though, I think they still have a chance here, right? There are still some possibilities. They just need to catch them off. They just need to, you know, dodge some of those umbrellas, dodge some of that burst damage from the side of the valley. And if they can make these team fights last out, if they can make this game last out a bit longer, they will get that damage back. It is just a long uphill road to get to that point. And the question is, they haven't been able to get there in previous games. Can they this time?
Yeah. I mean, they possibly could. What I see from the side of Ackerman is that they do have a decent amount of control, a little bit of single control, and then with the Akai, they have a lot of crowd control. So maybe into the late game, they could turn tides very well here, Private.
Yeah, but it looks like this turn. Oh, a nice little abyssal arrow, but it's not really going to be able to do much because Gato's not going to be able to capitalize on it. Up at the top, though, Chicken is fighting for his life here. Galscutie has it in a bad way, and the charge does go on to him, but doesn't do enough damage. Hoon and the rest of the valley coming in, and there is a lethal counter able to take down Tarzan, and this is a blue buff that's going to be going over to them along with the First Lord.
Yeah, with Lord crashing down, and there it goes right there. Like, that's the point right now. When the gold lead gets this much this early on, we're looking at 8,000, right? Like, it's just, even when you get those amazing picks, when Galscutie's able to pin for White Chicken in, Zia not able to finish it off. Yureshi, though, sitting in a bad spot, may get caught out here.
Yeah, it's a duo onto Yureshi. We do see that Circle Eagle go onto him, and he does take a heap of damage. Hopefully, Shark's not going to be able to take him out by himself. Yureshi trying to get out of the way, but he is still in between three players of the Valley here, so might be in a little bit of trouble. You see Fried Chicken does get taken down by Zia there. They are able to take down this Lord. mobazane coming in to try to guard out this next tower. We are left to only inhibitors on the side of Ackerman as the rest of the Valley is starting to move in. Yureshi in a little bit of a bad way. He's going to get cornered here. They have the flank on him. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get out of there. mobazane, yeah, he's trying to. Here comes the lethal counter, and now a spin. Yureshi does activate that sprint. Here comes the blazing duet, and they are not able to get onto Basic, who uses that battle mirror image to get himself to safety. Another abyssal arrow does go wide there as Shark putting on a little bit of a zoning for the rest of Ackerman. All lanes are crashing right now into these towers, and it is just like a machine, a locomotive of the Valley pushing into this base. Abyssal arrow does land on the Kagura. In comes Yureshi. Is he going to be able to do enough damage? A heavy spin does connect, but he isn't able to ward off the rest of them as Yureshi goes down. We are still pushing in right now, looking to try to get these minions, but resetting a little bit on the map. Another abyssal arrow misses wide, unfortunately. Galscutie trying to stave off the rest of this as we have minions down at the bottom, pushing again at mid as Basic is putting on the damage. He's already got 3 items, basically at like armor tearing strength here right now, but it does look like the Valley's going to go ahead and reset.
Look at Zane right now. The man has been practically maxed out in all of his items. He's got almost double Amon right now in his gold. The only person kind of keeping up right now is Zia with that 8,200. We are seeing the damage start to get there a little bit, right? We have the Hunter Strike, we have the Malefic Roar, and we have the Blade of Despair. Next up could possibly be the DHS to deal with, you know, if you need to shred down Zane with the with Nibiru, something of that nature, or shred down Fried Chicken. You could go for that, right? The problem is the rest of the team, like Galscutie right now, he's got 1 full item in. He just can't be the tank that his team needs right now. He just can't jump in. If he even wants to make a pin, he's gonna get shredded down in a matter of seconds. Probably won't even finish off the heavy spin if he wants to do a big pin in the middle of a 5 versus 5 team fight, right?
Yeah. And the biggest thing that we do have to point out here is Yureshi, man, just absolutely doing these split pushes and dancing around the Valley here. That shows the tenacity that they're not giving up. But Tarzan!
Yeah, he does go down there, and it does look like we have a little parade of minions here, followed closely behind by the Valley. Zane does catch an Abyssal Arrow for his troubles there. Basic able to take down a tower, and we have a Luminous Lord looming down at this bottom lane. Is it even going to make it here before they are able to take this? Gauss Cutie taken down to half health. They are still trying to keep up this pressure as only the Valley can do with no minions to support them. Fried Chicken bringing in the rest of the minions as they march in. Circling Eagle on the Gauss Cutie, and we do see spinning coming in. Heavy spin now activated, but that Blazing Duet makes short work of Gauss Cutie there. Yureshi goes down as well, and here comes the Luminous Lord, and this core goes down. Game 2 going over to the Valley.
That is rough. The Valley with another textbook clean game. And, you know, there was a few players on the side of Ackerman that did, you know, like the side of Yureshi, for example, able to really dance them around in that last Lord push and the Lord push before the last one.